And we're live. Hello, everybody. My buddy William Brooklyn was an early bird for the chat tonight. How's it going, William? I know you'll be back in a little bit later. So it was nice of you to be our first our first commenter tonight. So thanks for coming in early and putting that in. And Miss Liability, how are you? Thank you for being here, and hope you're having a good day. And it's good to see you as well. Thank you. Daisy Girl, good afternoon to you, and I hope your day went very well today. So I am wearing my support squad shirt. Uh, Appreciate it. So, uh, all right, we got three people here. We just went live. So when when we get some more people, we'll go and get started. We just doubled to six. Look at that. Everybody's starting to get their notifications. Thanks, Daisy Girl. I am well. Thank you. It's been a busy end of the week last week with work, and then I usually take the weekend off. So yeah, first time in 4 days I've been on, but it feels good. Stephen, thank you for coming back. It's nice to see you, and thanks for saying hello to everyone. Miss Liability gave it right back. Hey, Stephen. Nice. All right. Well, hello there, Miss Brittany. Thank you for coming in again. It's nice to see you tonight. Jendi, hello, hello. Not a problem. I'm going to be listening while working. I was doing that earlier today on a few things I was listening to and watching. Call a friend. Hello, welcome back. It is nice to see you again. So, for everybody who's here, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button to like the show, I ask that you please hit the like button, which is the thumbs up. Hitting that thumbs up helps the channel and lets me know that you like what we're doing here. Call a friend, may have to catch a replay. My internet is wonky. We're having a storm. Completely understand. It's starting to look that way here, and I expect that it's going to continue. Southern Chit Chat with Iced Coffee and Debbie. Hey, y'all, I like the name and I like iced coffee. So, very nice. And I know somebody named Debbie. So, perfect. Great name. All right, so let's talk about this weekend. So we'll start with Friday. Just into a very busy week at work. I decided to take the night off of of doing a big live stream, and so that felt good. And got to really refresh. Well, I can't say fully refresh, but I did get to refresh some this weekend. So, yes, happy Monday, Stephen. Appreciate that. And happy Monday to everybody in here. Cree, always nice to see you. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate that. And yeah, so Saturday morning, woke up and did what I've done the last couple Saturday mornings. I went out to the fishing dock I got there about 8 o'clock in the morning, just to make sure everything was ready and no issues. Saw a nice big gator floating along in the water. That's always a fun thing to see, especially when they're far out. But yeah, it was really cool to see. And throughout the day, there we saw at least two of them that were just floating around in the lake, just floating around, getting their vitamin D from the sun. So it was pretty cool. But the reason I was there at the dock is because I volunteer on Saturday mornings to do uh, lake fishing with special needs individuals, and it was great. I think the high let's see, the highest this week was 8 fish, I believe. So that was pretty cool. Call a friend. I'll send you the picture. I took a picture and a video. It was just swimming along. No problem. But it's mating season here in Florida. So alligators are very active. They're going from pond to pond and chasing each other. So yeah, it's always fun to see them. I know a lot of people not from Florida, and maybe even some from Florida are just scared of those things. And to me, as long as you stay a far enough distance away, you're fine. Hey, Kimmy, nice to see you again. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Babs, always great. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in again. Daisy Girl, stay away from the edge of the water. Yes, 100%. Stay away from the edge of the water. And if you see a gator, you know, I'll just put it like this: alligators are more afraid of humans than we are of them. And I say that because as long as somebody hasn't been a complete idiot and fed the gators or basically domesticated them, as long as you haven't done that, alligators will go when you come around. They will just go back in the water or they will go away from you. So yeah. But the problem is people think it's cool. Oh, I fed the alligator bread or chicken or whatever. Well, today's chicken that you fed the alligator is your dog tomorrow. So don't feed the alligators. It's something that always, yes, crocodiles are different. They are more aggressive than alligators. Yeah, alligators will. I mean, when I first got there, the gator, well, he wasn't far from the dock, so I started walking on the dock. Well, they feel vibrations, and when he felt the vibrations, he immediately sunk underwater. And next time I saw him, he was all the way away. And it was, that's just what they do. Just don't domesticate them. They're not pets. Bears are showing up around here again, so we can't put anything out for the deer anymore. Oh, that stinks. Babs, when I used to have, I lived on a conservation lot, and I'd get deer every year, and I used to put corn, good old deer corn, out there. In Florida, Kimmy, yes. I don't know about the world. I'm not sure. But down in the Everglades in South Florida, we have both. We actually, it's terrible. We have three apex predators, and it really screws the ecosystem up. We have alligators, American alligators, we have crocodiles, and we have those big old Burmese pythons. And we have an annual hunt. Um, we have an annual hunt down in the Everglades to hunt the Burmese pythons. They are extremely invasive. They mess up the ecosystem because you're not supposed to have two apex predators in the same ecosystem. And we happen to have three. Now, granted, two of them are cousins, alligators and crocodiles, but Burmese pythons are not native to the area. Somebody bought one, decided, oh, this thing gets big. I can't take care of it anymore, and released it. And somebody else did the same thing. And guess what? Those two pythons mated. And when they mate, they drop so many eggs, it's not even funny. So, yeah, the pythons are out of control in South Florida, but they are starting to move north. One was found not far from Tampa about 2 weeks ago. So, I have never seen a python out in the wild, and I hope I never do. You know, I know they're not venomous, so I'm not worried about the venom. It's them latching onto me and squeezing me to death. That scares me. So I hope I never see one out in the wild. At least with rattlesnakes, you get a warning if you're getting too close to the to a rattlesnake. They'll start rattling just to let you know, hey, I'm here. Oh yeah, big iguana is definitely down in South Florida. And it's funny when it gets like 30 degrees, they fall out of the trees. They just fall because the cold stuns them. So they can't grip onto anything because they're stunned. But yeah, um, wow, yeah, Daisy Girl, that's not surprising. Those Burmese pythons are massive, massive creatures. Thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, I hope I never see one. They're fine in captivity. I never want to see them in the wild. So yeah, you know, yeah, falling lizards and huge pythons, that's enough for me, dog. So I guess Florida's not on your bucket list maybe anymore or maybe ever. But yeah, we have some critters here, that's for sure. But you never see them out in the wild. Well, for the most part, you don't see them out in the wild. There's a story every month, it seems like, on the news of an alligator crossing a golf course. Like the golfers will just be golfing, standing around, and the alligator just walks through, either gets into the water or keeps walking. So that's always fun to see, and they're huge. When you watch them cross, you're like, wow, okay. Florida is great for cruise ports. Yes, it is. I think we have four here. Let's see. We've got Jacksonville, Port Canaveral, Tampa. No, we've got more than that. Let's see. We've got Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and then Miami. So six, seven. We have a lot of cruise ports here. And and it's funny. Oh, I mean, it's probably not funny, but I know I've shared before with alligators. They, if you have a doggy door or a way for them to squeeze through something, they will squeeze through. There's always stories about somebody waking up and there being an alligator in their living room or in their bathroom, and yeah, it gets a little crazy. Hey, Maria, thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. So yeah, it gets crazy. But so yeah, so fishing on Saturday. That's how we got on the alligator talk because we saw a couple alligators floating around out there this week. Um, can jellyfish kill you? There are ones that can. I don't know which ones can. Um, I believe there's one called a box jellyfish. I want to say they're in Australia, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not Steve Irwin, but yeah. So we had a great time fishing. It was very hot though. This past Saturday. This Saturday looks like a new or a better week for fishing. It's going to be a little cool out, and yeah, it's supposed to be a very nice weekend. Hey, Fancy Feast. Excuse me. Yes, I do too, William or Stephen. Um, yeah, fishing is always good, and we've got the best of both worlds here in Tampa and most of Florida, because we have both saltwater and freshwater fishing, not far from where you are. Um, Thanks, Daisy Girl. Yep, I was gonna say I thought they were called box jellyfish. So the ones that we're catching right now out on the dock, we've got largemouth and smallmouth bass. We have brim, which are I call them bait fish. They're small, and then we also have um, oh, what's the other one? Bluegills, and some of the bluegills we've been catching have been very big, and they confused me because it wasn't the color of a bluegill. It was it was dark. It had a dark color to it. And I read, I had to look it up, but I read as bluegills get bigger and older, they get darker. So that was a neat thing to learn. So then Sunday went to church. Had a good time there. Again, I help out with the special needs ministry at church. So they did a craft this week. They had a snack time, had a little Bible lesson that they learned, and it was a wonderful time. I think we ended up having like 20 some odd people in there, and it's cool because some of them are out there fishing, or some of them that come out fishing also come on Sunday to the special needs ministry, and it's so wonderful. I really enjoy it. Steven, scared of jellyfish and eels. Yeah, eels is something I never want to be near, especially the electric eels that when they bite down on you, they can electric shock you to death. So, no, thank you. But that's a big reason I'm not a diver, scuba diver, or a snorkeler. Although I did snorkel in Mexico and had a great time doing it there, but I'm not a huge fan of salt water. Yes, I agree. I think having a camper would be fun. My neighbor, he was prepping his Jeep today. He was taking his doors off and all that, and he's getting ready to take his family. All right, Kimmy, good night. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But yeah, he was taking the doors off and he was prepping coolers and bags and things like that to put in the Jeep. And he was telling me that he actually has a tent that goes on top of the Jeep, and he's about to take the family camping. And so he's looking forward to that. So I can't wait to hear. Hopefully, get some good pictures of wildlife and whatever. But I'm excited for him to be going out and doing that. And so definitely watched college basketball this weekend. Whether it was the men's games on Saturday or the women's championship game yesterday. And then there's the men's championship game tonight. So, yeah, should be a good final. Two very high scoring teams. So I could see it being like 100-99 final, as crazy as these teams can score. So, it was a good weekend. I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Also blood work. So I go for blood work. I want to say at like 1:30, and then I have a 2:15 or 2:30 visit with my oncologist. So looking forward to that. I will get. I'm expecting it to be just another basic appointment. I'll get prescribed my 6th cycle of the chemotherapy pills, and I'll actually get to pick them up tomorrow as well. So that'll be happening tomorrow, and then anything else I want to talk about, we'll talk about. But everything is still going well. I feel amazing, and I still have you all as well as others supporting me, and I couldn't ask for anything greater. On the 13th, so in less than a week, it will be 9 months since I had surgery, and that's so hard for me to believe. And yeah, it's unbelievable. So yes, thank you all, thank you, yes, and congrats. Yes, I'm almost there. Yep, and great news. Yep, I think I shared. I'm taking a cruise. It's already been booked and paid for. So that's in the past now. The cruise is going to be in July, and it's going to celebrate 1 year of fighting brain cancer. So, I deserve it. I've been fighting this thing like crazy, and with all my treatments, it's kept everything at bay. Everything is still clear. So I'm very excited. I do not have an MRI in the month of April. My next MRI is May. I don't remember when exactly in May. Well, I think I might have it. Hold on. Yeah, I do. May the 5th is my next MRI. So, still about a month away. And that'll be in my 10th month of, recovery / post surgery. So crazy to think it's going to be 9 months next week, and then 10 months when I go for my almost 10 months when I go for my next MRI. And that's just so crazy to me. So yes, I'm very excited with where things are. I'm very appreciative of all my support squad. You all have been amazing and continue to be amazing. From the voice messages, the text messages I get on Instagram, from the text messages I get on my personal phone. I really appreciate everybody, and you keep me so upbeat and just happy to live life. It's one day at a time. I enjoy every day that I get, and thankful to God that it's been about 9 months uh, past surgery, and so I'm just so excited about that. Um, I got to see some friends last week, which was really nice. I was supposed to have um, a late lunch on Sunday yesterday with some friends, but because of how busy I had been all weekend, especially out of the dock and the fishing, it's a busy time for 3 hours. I was feeling worn down, so I actually ended up taking a really good nap, really deep sleep yesterday. So that felt amazing, and yeah, the dinner Friday night was really good as well. Um, had a wonderful time, and it's always nice to hang out with people, and especially people from your past. And I just learned from a buddy of mine that somebody I worked with for I would say at least 8 years. I worked with her, but she had been at the company forever, and she is retiring. Her last day is going to be Friday, so Saturday, um, early evening, about 5 o'clock, there's a get together to surprise her, with people that worked with her. So I'm happy that I was sent the message about it, and I'm gonna go for a bit. It's not too far away, so I'm excited. And thanks, Babs, for saying that I deserve it. I feel I do, and I'm looking forward to it. It goes to some pretty good places, and just in general, I haven't been on a cruise in a year, so I've missed it. For somebody who would do about 3 to 5 cruises a year, I've missed being on a cruise. So looking forward to it. Just like anything, though, I've noticed the prices have gone through the roof. I usually like to go to a lot of the special restaurants on cruise ships. And this cruise that I'm going on, they have a hibachi restaurant, and it is always my favorite. It used to be like $32 a person for your entree. Sorry, for your appetizers. There were 7 of them, just one bite things, but still they filled you up. You got your, if you ever been to a hibachi restaurant, you got your soup, you got your salad, you got shrimp, one shrimp. It was a giant shrimp, but it was one shrimp. And then they give you a few other appetizers, and so that was included. Then you got your entree. You could either do a single entree or combine any two things. Filet and lobster tail was always my favorite, but then I learned that they had some spicy chicken, and I love spicy anything. But I had them like extra spicy, please, on the chicken, and it was fantastic. But it would go well on the steak too, so I even had them add it to the steak at times. Ooh, breaded shrimp with cocktail sauce. I love cocktail sauce with shrimp. I just, shrimp cocktail is my favorite. I understand that's not breaded, but still, I just, you put a good cocktail sauce in front of me and I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so it used to be 30, somewhere between 32 and $38 a person. Now it's 52. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm on a very tight budget. So that's definitely something I can avoid, especially on a cruise, since the cruise is paid for, you know, I can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it doesn't cost me anything as long as I just go to the dining rooms. So, ooh, fried rice, shrimp fried rice for dinner. Very nice, Daisy girl. Mm, love it. Yeah, 52 a person for that. And that's an increase. That's a big increase because it never used to be. Even the chef's table. I used to really enjoy going to the chef's table. It's not for everybody. Some of the food is, very unique, but it's an experience. And that was about $85 a person. It was well worth it. Um, and I always did it once a cruise because it's the same menu every cruise. So it was only worth doing once. But I know they just switched the menu for this cruise that or not just switched for my cruise, but they just switched the menu up last about 2 weeks ago. And so I'll be, I won't be going to the chef's table because of the price. And, I don't have the disposable income I used to have. So, but it was always a good time. I'm not a drinker, but it was unlimited wine. It was about 12 courses. And um, then dessert was the last course, which was amazing. Oh, and sushi, yes. I do love sushi. And there is a sushi bar on board, and I will definitely be there, I'm sure, numerous times. I like, I don't know if anybody eats edamame, but I love edamame, and they use a spicy salt on it. So it actually gives it some good flavor and a little kick. Yeah, yeah, Daisy girl. I agree. I haven't even looked at the excursions yet, but I can only imagine what those are now. So it's gonna be crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's nice that they're doing this. My buddy Josh, who's been on here before, he is going to be. Well, he actually booked the cruise for me because I always like for him to get the commission and the credit. So I always send him a quick message. Josh, need to book a cruise. So about 2 weeks ago, I booked the cruise, paid it off, and now I just got to show up. And so I'm excited about that. It's going to be weird. I'm going to try to walk I'm going to try to walk as much as I can, but I'm definitely going to bring some device to help me, whether it be a cane, a walking stick, or one of those little things you can push that has the seat on it if you need to turn around and sit down on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so always an exciting time. I love going to the shows, um, and I definitely love the cuisine. I'm really curious to see how much Emerald's Bistro went up. I love the Cajun food there, from jambalaya to red beans and rice, etouffee, um, you name it. It's so good and very authentic Cajun. Of course, they sell beignets for dessert, but it is definitely one of my favorites to go to. And they do this thing called shrimp scampi, and it comes out bubbling in a small, like, cast iron pan, and they've got all these delicious Cajun seasoned, and it comes in this bubbling thing of like garlic butter, and oh my gosh, it's so good. So, but yeah, sushi. Since I see you here, sushi is so good. I would agree with that, but I know others who wouldn't. My mom would be one who doesn't try sushi. But the cool thing about Carnival Sushi bar is they do things other than sushi. They actually do, at least on the Mardi Gras that I went on quite a few times in the past. Um, I love it. Southern chit chat with iced coffee and Debbie. I love it. Um, so yeah, I love that Carnivals does other stuff. So they do a steak. They do a teriyaki steak. Yes, it's a fully cooked steak. I mean, I, I get mine usually rare or medium rare. So, to me, that's fully cooked, but it's absolutely delicious. Comes with sweet potato fries. They also do skewers, like the satay skewers, chicken, beef, pork, and you can order it one satay at a time if you want. And then like I said, I love their edamame because the edamame's got a nice spicy salt on it, and it's wonderful. So yeah, if you're ever on a Carnival ship and they have a bonsai sushi, I definitely recommend trying it out. At least look at the menu, because you'd be surprised. There isn't just raw stuff on there. There's cooked stuff on there as well. So yeah, but some of the other restaurants have gone up. The steakhouse used to be 50. I remember when it was $50 a person. Then they upped it to 68, I think it was, if you wanted to eat at the fancy steakhouse. And now I want to say it's 85 or 90 a person, if you want to eat at the fancy steakhouse. Now, the meat is great. It's all prime. Every cut of meat is prime. The dining room has two. They used to be called formal nights. The cruise industry has switched to what is it? Not even elegant night. I forget what they call them now, but it's not formal. It's not elegant. Are lunches cheaper than dinner, Patrick? They are, and some places aren't even open for lunch. You just have to see. And then if you eat in the main dining room for lunch, that's free. Um, but Daisy Girl, I could talk all night about Royal Caribbean's dining, and anytime me and my friend Rhonda go on Royal Caribbean, um, or honestly, anytime me and anybody go on Royal Caribbean, we do the ultimate dining package, which includes all your special dinners. And if you want special lunches, you can have special lunches. So it's excellent. But I could talk all day about the restaurants on Royal Caribbean. They're top notch. Very, very, and they keep adding ones. The newer ships now have different restaurants. So one of the new restaurants they have is called the Mason Jar, and it very much sounds like a Cracker Barrel type deal. Um, and it sounds great when you look at the menu. And then there's a couple of other ones. The only thing I am disappointed about with the Royal Caribbean is they used to have this place called I don't remember what it was called, but it was the Mexican restaurant. Um, and their Mexican restaurant was so good. Uh, they come do tableside guac, ask you how hot you wanted it, and make it accordingly. And then Daisy Girl, it's going to be hard to find. They've replaced most of those Mexican restaurants, like I was talking about, with Playmakers, which is a sports bar and bar food. But I really miss the Mexican place, and I sorry I can't remember it. What they've done, it was Sabor. Yep, I miss Sabor. Oh, that place was so good. There, everything, literally everything, was delicious there. This one in July will be on Carnival. Yes, the quesadilla. I didn't do the Mexican quesadilla. I don't remember which one I did, but it was amazing. And I even tried the soup. And oh my gosh, I like spicy stuff. That soup had my mouth burning, but it was good. I still liked it. Flavor was amazing. Um, they have tequila flights, they have margarita flights. I know, especially that place. So what they've done, Daisy Girl, yes, the tortilla soup. Oh, that was so good, but it was spicy. So they've replaced Sabor with Playmakers, and they've put like a grab and go Mexican restaurant called, I think, El Loco Fresh or something like that. And they've put that up on the like the Lido deck, the open deck. So you can go get a taco or whatever, but maybe a burrito. I'm sure they have other stuff, but I really miss the actual restaurant. That thing was something special. Daisy Girl. I've only eaten there. Their big old tower of onion rings and some of the other foods. I think we were watching soccer. It was either during the World Cup or during the Euro Championships. We were watching there, and I really enjoyed that. And then if you're really not in the mood, and I know you know this, Daisy Girl, but this is for anybody watching who goes on Royal Caribbean. If you're just not in the mood to eat fancy one night, if you get the ultimate dining package, that also includes Johnny Rockets. You can get pretty much whatever you want at Johnny Rockets, anything on the menu. And it comes with a milkshake as well at the end. So can't go wrong there. And one tip, you again, it's been a year since I've been on a cruise ship, so I don't know anymore. But with Royal Caribbean, everybody used to always go to the buffet for breakfast, and it would get really, really crowded. So something I learned on my first Royal Caribbean cruise was Johnny Rockets was open for breakfast. And I'm like, okay, well, if I don't have to eat food that's been sitting out, they're going to cook it on if I wanted pancakes, they'd cook them on the griddle. If I wanted eggs, bacon, whatever, they'd get cooked on the flat top. So, no, it's not, but the cruise industry is changing rapidly. So, things have changed a lot since I've been on them. I'm probably going to look like a total newbie when I'm on my cruise in July. Your Daisy Girl, that's funny. Your son turned into a milkshake with all that he drank while on the cruise. Yep. One of the benefits of traveling with me, if you are somebody who drinks, it on Royal, not Royal, I'm sorry, on Carnival, is all my cruises come with the drink package. So it's a waste for me. But you all have seen Joe before. When Joe to hear me. All right. All right, folks. So sorry about that. All of a sudden, my Wi-Fi box was flashing a red light. That's never good. So yeah. All right. Glad y'all can hear. Perfect. 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 So, if I missed any questions in the chat, please feel free to ask again. I'm going back through, but I don't think it catches everything. Hmm. So, all right. But yeah, so the dining on Royal Caribbean is much better. They have this restaurant called Wonderland that is such a unique experience. Hey, Georgie and friends. Well, my Wi-Fi just started flashing red about a minute or two ago. So you didn't miss too much. Hey, sweets and beyond, welcome, welcome. So Daisy Girl, have you ever? Oh, I'm sorry. I see you need to run. But something to think about. Have you ever been to Wonderland on any of the Royal Caribbean ships? Thanks, Daisy Girl. You have a great, great, great night. So Wonderland, it sounds exactly like you would, or the restaurant is exactly what you would think. It's themed after Alice in Wonderland. Um, there's nothing normal about the restaurant. Um, but it's fun. It's a very fun experience. The Mad Hatter's walking around the whole time, walking a balloon dog, barking. um, and your menu, they bring you your menu on like an easel, on a little easel that fits on your table. right, I'm back again. Sorry about that, everybody. Um, Maria's got jokes. You're too funny. Yeah, the Wi-Fi went out again, but I'm actually thinking it's more a Verizon thing because my box is Verizon and my cell phone service is Verizon, and I couldn't even get the mobile hotspot to turn on. So, uh, yeah. So I think it's a Verizon network issue more than my box because yeah, oh well. Let's see how far it gets. If it goes out again, then before it goes out, I'm going to say, I love you guys and good night. But I'm not leaving yet. I'm still going to talk. But if it does go out again, then I won't, I probably won't come back on and continue. But no Spectrum. Uh, but yeah, so again, Wonderland, amazing, fun experience. Definitely worth worth whatever it costs. I don't know what it costs, but they even have one place called oh, what is it? Park Fair or something like that. Um, oh no, it's something Central Park. So on a lot of the bigger Royal Caribbean ships, they have a on a lot of the Royal Caribbean ships, they have a park. Usually it's deck 8, and it is a whole park, and it's called Central Park. So pretty fun, pretty neat. Yeah, me too. I'm going in July. Going July. Get a different room, of course, but um, go in July. It'd be fun. But actually, my cruise director friend and the guy that works for Carnival, Josh, who's been on here a couple times, um, he he's actually leaving on a cruise out of Tampa on Saturday. So Friday, I'm picking him up from the airport. We're going to do lunch, and then I'm going to drop him at his hotel, which is in downtown Tampa, not far from the cruise port. So I'm excited. He's actually coming into town, and I asked him if he was driving. He said, nope, he's going to be flying. Okay. I'll see you at Tampa International. All right. Well, I'm down to one bar, so I can tell this thing is about to go out. So I love you guys. Sorry for the Wi Fi difficulties. I'm always going to have my uh, mobile hotspot on as backup, but that doesn't seem like that would have even worked tonight. So I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. I'll do another live tomorrow, catch up on some other things, but I do have another my doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Good night. I have Southern chit chat. I have not had that happen. Usually, it's when it's going around the Horn of Africa, because as you go around that Horn of Africa, there, that is where all the Somali pirates are. And if you have your lights off, it's harder for them to find the ship. So that's why they do that. But luckily, I've never experienced any type of piracy. So, all right. Good night, everybody.